What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Enhanced Flight Disc Golf. We are here with a doubles battle today out at the Red Hawk Disc Golf Course. We're at Independence Lake here in Whitmore Lake, Michigan. Got our guys warming up on the putting green. Looking pretty good. Let's go flip for some teams. All right, we got Eric Haight and my brother Nick versus Aaron and Matt. Let's see how this plays out. All right, hole number 1, 318 feet. We are playing from the white tee pads today. They call them the mids out here. We're also playing to the A pin positions if you see an A and B on the tee sign. We're playing down the spine of this hill, and the basket's going to be right there at the end. Just want to throw, these guys are likely going to throw a backhand hyzer and just want to keep that disc on the top of the hill. Stayed over on Eric a little bit too much. Good pull, though. First tee pad. Oh, yeah.
It stays in the air like it is. Yeah. Nice shot, Nick.
Good shot there from Nick. Sit. Just a little left there from Aaron. About the same there from Matt. Got Nick and Eric. A little bit of a death putt here. This is pretty steep. The camera's actually doing it pretty good justice. Just not quite enough. Both going to tap out their pars. Moving on to hole number 2. All right, hole number 2, 240 feet. Throwing 6 feet uphill here at the very end. Just these guys are going to throw like a putter, mid-range, stable, you know, and throw it out there and let it just dump to the plateau there. Sorry about my drone flying. I'm not the best right now. I promise you it's going to get better. Brand new drone, just a little bit worried about running it into a tree branch or something like that. So it's a putt.
Our team name can be...
Yep, that is a putt there from Eric.
Oh.
Just a little wide there from Nick.
Puts him right in the middle of the fairway.
Aaron with a stable putter.
That's about to be so good.
A little early on the release.
Oh, no, why?
I lost it as soon as they skimmed that tree.
All right, tricky little approach.
I know.
It might even be, they're probably outside circle 2 here. Not bad, Aaron.
It's up there.
Nick for birdie. Circle 1 edge.
Nice putt.
Great putt. Tap in for par. Moving on to hole number 3. So this is our first par 4. We're at 525 feet. Really, you just want to dissect this hole into 2 parts. They're throwing either a backhand turnover or a sidearm. All these guys are right-handed throwers. Wanting to land somewhere maybe right in here and then take their approach into the basket from here. It does get a little tricky. There's a low ceiling coming into the basket. As you can see, I had to drop the drone down. And I apologize, guys. I'm getting over a sickness here, so my voice isn't the best right now. Nick opting for the sidearm.
First sidearm of the day.
Where'd it go?
It's gone.
Pulled it a little left.
Sit.
Not baddie.
Maybe not.
Ah.
If it's on the edge, maybe.
Need a little bit more turn on his and he would have been golden.
Up.
Safe.
Actually, I'll take that. That's gonna be good if I.
Oh, no.
Me and Matt got a hold of that one. Just caught those trees in the middle of the fairway.
Damn it.
Just a little bit too much ante on that. Yep, right idea. Nick doing the same type of shot here.
Do it. Live up though. It was good.
They'll be all right.
Right before it.
Nice shot.
A little bit more turn, and that was beautiful out of Aaron's hand.
A little on edge. That would have been.
Skip. Oh.
Nick giving it a run.
Get up.
All you need.
Got him.
Matt and Aaron are not able to capitalize on that one. Both teams will walk away with a par.
There we go.
Nice putt.
All right, moving on to hole 4. This is a really fun hole. You can see that water hazard on the left-hand side. You can see that concrete little tee pad there. That's the drop zone. This is 279 feet. Just throwing something like maybe a stable mid-range, stable putter out to the right, letting it dump into the green. Nice shot, Matt.
12 feet.
Nice pull, Nick.
Circle's edge.
All right, we got some putts coming up. Nick from maybe just inside the circle.
Snapped it. Go.
Great putt, dude.
Awesome hit from Nick.
Aaron.
And that's what partners are for.
Good putt.
Yep. Sorry about the wind out here today, guys. Moving on to hole number 5, dog leg to the right, 327 feet. And then at the very end, it does drop down, it says about 6 feet. Could be even a little bit more than that. As you can see from the shape of the fairway, you got this big tree right in front of us that you want to either go on the left or the right-hand side of. And then have it filter down here into the green. Let's see what these guys can do.
Ah! Aaron, this close, dude.
He was so close on that backhand turnover. Yep, caught that pine on the inside there for Matt. Nick opting for the sidearm. Not a bad pull, just a little wide left, so they'll be putting on the left-hand side, going downhill towards the basket. Just inside there for Eric Haight, caught that pine tree.
Got it? Woo!
Very close.
That looks good. Oh.
Ooh.
Good putt.
Stay up.
All right, clean up for some pars here. There we go. All right, moving on to hole 6, 320 feet, dead straight. You can see here from the drone flight, you got a low ceiling, especially near the end of the flight of your disc. So you just want to give yourself a look here. Just get yourself up close to the circle and hope you have a window to putt around these 2 tree clusters here that are at the end of the fairway. I'm actually going to film from the opposite direction on this hole. I believe that was Matt Soul throwing first. And here we got Aaron. A little early release out of his hand. Oh, you can see it trickle over the mound there on the right. Eric Haight. Caught something early. Dropped down on that right-hand side from our view. All right. Nick caught something on the left-hand side of the fairway there and dropped down into the middle. Both teams got some long putts here. Good bid. All right, a little low from Aaron. Let's see if we can capitalize here. Knock a big putt down. Matt sailed that one a little bit long.
Yes, sir.
All right, tapping in for par.
Oh,
Partner.
did you pick up the mini?
We'll let his partner finish it for him.
Beautiful.
All right. Moving on to hole number 7, 259 feet to that A position. You can see on the T sign there, we're going to the just straight ahead down this gap. Semi-low ceiling. I think a lot of these guys are going to go for a low penetrating sidearm. Just get it up there in the circle. Basket in the shade of that pine.
Right into it.
Yep, he called it. Right into it. All right. Good line there from Matt. It just didn't want to come back for him. I like the height. I like the speed. They all really like that tree today. Little forehand approach for Nick. Just
All
a
right,
little low.
slow.
Low out of the hand. Beautiful shot there. Gave it a run even. Got about 50 feet for this team here. Aaron says he doesn't like it. There was a pretty good headwind coming at him. Yeah. That's tough.
We just watched that movie last night. Just tap it in.
We have a group of us to watch.
Good old Happy Gilmore. Moving on to hole 8, guys. 284 feet. Got that wall of trees that you can see here. Right across pretty much the whole fairway. I would say the best route is the drone flight here. So we're going to go around the right-hand side. Throw mid-range, overstable putter. Let it get through this gap and just dump in left toward the bucket. Let's see if any of these guys can get through the tree line.
Dude, just hang on.
Really like the release point that Nick let this go on. It just stood up for him and
Circle's edge.
went kind of through a back door there and ended up at circle's edge. So not bad there. Again, good release point. Maybe wrong disc choice. All right. Ended up in a pretty good spot.
Beat everything.
Ah,
Still a putt.
good pull there from Aaron.
Just like that.
Yeah. Good pull there from Matt as well. Just a little inside. Yeah, these guys are trying. It's a big putt.
Good bid.
Good, bro.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. Eric is so dangerous from that distance with his jump putt. Moving on to hole number 9. We got 276 feet, dead straight. Really no elevation change on this hole. A lot of these guys are going to be throwing a real straight fairway driver, even a mid-range. Just throwing it right at it and hoping it stays straight the whole flight and settles in up next to the pin. Good release there from Eric.
Good
Just
flip though.
turned over on him. I think Nick's throwing an MD3 here.
I love it.
Good pull. The nose just got up and there was a little crosswind from right to left.
Okay, let's give this a putt though.
I like it.
I think we're 50.
It is a pot.
I think Aaron might be throwing an MD3 or an MD1 here. And again, just a little early out of his hand and that nose up. That crosswind caught it and won't let it quite get that left to right drift that he was looking for.
Stay on edge. Sit down. Sit.
Not bad, Matt. All right, we got about 50 feet here for Nick. Maybe 45.
Good putt, man.
Wow.
Dude.
Putting on a clinic today.
Yes.
Right back at him.
This is pretty close. Some nice putting going on today. They're not killing it by any means, but some good disc golf being played.
All right, quick check-in. After 9, we got Nelson Haight down 4, and brown bear sole down 2.
Cool.
So,
All right.
Let's go,
we
boys.
warm up on the back.
All right, guys, we're going hole number 10 up and over the top of these pine trees that are scattered throughout the middle of the fairway. 302 feet. Really no elevation change on this hole. Eric going for that backhand route. Not a bad play at all.
A little short. 50,
Yep, a
40.
little short, but really good line there from him. Nick going for the high sidearm. I think a little bit more nose up than he had planned.
I do like that approach. I was looking at
I like that sidearm from Aaron. Just needed it to stay a little bit more straight to get around that that one pine tree that he hit, and he might have been up there. And again, a little too nose up for Matt.
I lost all my momentum.
Yep. Good effort. Man, I swore Aaron was going to make that one. I was going to be mad 'cause he stood right in front of the camera. It looked like it was going in from my perspective.
Your center.
Good attempt, Nick. Same type of Annie flight from Eric. Oof. All right. Foot fault.
I think that's allowed.
Yeah. Both walking away with pars there. Got to give each other a hard time out on the disc golf course. Hole number 11, 257 feet. Going, says 5 feet uphill. Could be a little bit more than that, as you can see from the drone footage. These guys are likely going to be throwing either like a mid-range turnover, backhand, or a nice approach disc sidearm. Skip up the face of that hill and stay close to the basket. I think Nick's throwing an A2 here. Good pull.
It's a putt, Nick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt it. Fairway, you hit the tree.
Really good shape there from Aaron, just too low.
Whoa!
We were all shocked by that one. Just a misfire. They got a pretty big uphill look here.
Oh, I see. That was terrible.
It's really tough. They're basically standing in water.
Ooh!
Great bid. All right, we got Nick and Eric over here just outside of circle 1. Good effort. Wow. Let's go. Another birdie from Hayton Nelson there. Moving on to hole number 12, 306 feet. You can see off the tee there's 2 gaps that you gotta that you can choose to hit. The right-hand gap here that the drone is flying is going to be more of that backhand line for these guys. You may see a forehand out of 1 or 2 of these guys. You just want to get through the initial gap, give yourself a chance, get down near the circle on this hole. Good pull from Nick, just a little low. You can see he's trying to tell it to stay up. All right, Eric's going for the backhand turnover.
Not bad.
Not enough turns.
Oh, fucking jeez, that was awful.
I lost it.
Oh, it's up there. Local route.
Good pull from Aaron. Just caught a tree on the right-hand side.
Good effort.
Oh, it's rolling. Far, far.
Yeah, you're going to have to take a par on this hole. It's a little short from Nick. That's tough from that straddle position. Give it enough power. See what Eric can do. Ooh. All right, both teams going to drop in their pars here and move on to hole number 13. So this one, it's kind of a spray and pray kind of hole. There is a gap that you can hit right down the center here that the drone is going to fly. 286 feet, 7 feet uphill at the very end. Take a, pretty straight fairway driver or straight mid-range and just try to pump it through there, and hopefully the high-speed turn will filter through those trees and give you a look at that basket up on top of the mound.
Just beat it all. Okay. You know what? We're part of the dream team.
Part of the dream team.
Same result. Are you
Lucky dogs. Well,
Of course not. Why would it be shorter than theirs? Why would it?
Aaron's going to go for that straight shot that I was talking about.
Yes.
There it is.
Ace. Ace.
Oh my
That would have been the girl.
dude.
Excellent pull. Oh, celeb shot. Cameraman throwing.
Right?
All right.
Well, that would have been nice for the long one.
Yes.
Probably about 50 feet uphill here.
That was so good.
Nice hit.
Matt from outside of circle 1 again. Moving on to hole 14. Throwing over this OB kind of marshy area in the middle of the fairway. You can see those two stakes at the bottom of the screen. That's the drop zone if you do end up in that kind of swampy area. Straightforward shot. You just want to get through the gap and give yourself a look. 254 feet. Aaron's going to take this. I think he's throwing an MD5 here. Yep.
Not wet.
Pulled it left, low out of his hand.
That's great, man.
Yes. Go in it.
Go in.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
I think Nick's throwing a felon here.
There it is.
Clean.
Love it, Nick.
Yep.
Dig.
Big. That's great, Doc. That's
good.
absolutely great.
Eric going to finesse a backhand turnover through here. Good release point. Too much ante out of the hand. Yep.
Nice, Matt. Yep.
Awesome. Birdie for both teams. All right, we're rolling. Moving on to hole number 15, 312 feet. It says 3 feet downhill. I think it's a little bit more than that, more like 10 feet. Thrown out of that initial gap. I think most of these guys are going to throw a sidearm. You want it to push straight for a fair amount of time and then just kind of, dump to the right and dig into this, into the green. Gettable for all these guys. Yep. It fought. A little too straight out of the hand. I think Aaron's throwing a Discmania Stratosphere here.
There it is. Stayed one up real nice. Go partner. Nice shot.
Nice.
And it curled right at it.
Get the pro roll.
Good shot. That's good. I love it. A little high, but we're gonna be over there. Yep.
That's an hate jump range right there. Absolutely.
Eric again going for that backhand turnover.
Get off it.
Just caught that tree on the right through the gap.
That would have been spicy.
But they got to look up there from Nick's. Just outside of circle 1.
Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Good performance today.
thank you.
Jeez, making all kinds of putts. Great
Nice
job,
bird.
Nick. Nice bird. Aaron, solo birdie for him. Moving on to hole 16, 264 feet. Going uphill at the very end. Real tight tunnel off the tee, and then you get a little bit more space once you get to about here. But you can see it's tricky with that hillside. If you want to throw a sidearm or that backhand turnover, if you get it on edge a little bit too much, it'll catch that hill and roll away from the basket. So keeping it close is pretty difficult on this hole. Let's see what these guys can do. Oh, pulled left. I like that.
Great shot. Sit.
A little shy. Putting though. Putting.
You skip up.
Oh, look at that.
And this is exactly what I mean. Yep. Kind of cut rolls into the side of that hill and rolls down to the left-hand side. About a 70-footer. Ooh. He's all over it. Great power from Eric there. Even went up over the top of that wood wall. So definitely giving it a chance.
That felt so good.
These guys are, I'd say, right on circle's edge. Tricky putt, though. Side of a hill, slightly downhill putt. Thought he made that one. All right, both teams are going to walk away with a par on this hole.
What, 2 to play?
All right, moving on to hole 17, 218 foot, kind of just a little chip shot hole. Kind of testing your approach shot game, in my opinion. Just throwing a nice little backhand turnover with a putter through this gap or throwing a forehand approach disc. I think that's a good play. Let's see if these guys can take a birdie on this real short hole 17.
Sneak through up there. It's a putt.
All right, Aaron takes a local route on the inside and gets up near circle's edge. I think Matt just threw it a little nose up, caught a tree in the middle of the fairway. Nick throwing an A4. He's been getting pretty darn good at these. Just a little bit too much speed out of his hand. But a good redirect to the basket. Eric Mako 3, I believe, here. Beautiful turnover
Nice,
there.
dude.
I like that. Ends up a little deep of the basket. It's a good attempt, Aaron.
Yes, dude.
Drills it. Trying to put some pressure on these guys.
Great
Well,
putt.
Nick answers. All right, we're at -8 for Hayton Nelson and -6 for Solon Brown. Hole 18 here. We're looking at 330 feet. The original hole position was about right here, and then now they've moved it back and kind of on the side of this side slope. Makes it pretty tricky when you're trying to get all the way into the basket off the tee shot. There's a lot to miss at the very end. So Nick's going to try to go for that power sidearm. And certainly powers it. This was huge.
He's going for the blue basket.
Dude.
He went through the fence.
He put it all the way over near the blue practice basket. It's a pretty big shot. I'd say 450.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that OB?
God, that hurt.
Is that OB out there? What was that?
Matt going backhand turnover.
Oh, that's playing. Sneak through.
It's fighting, Matt.
Oh man, a little bit more height out of Matt's hand, and that angle was perfect. So Nick and Eric ended up having to take Eric Hate's drive because we deemed Nick shot OB because he was actually over that wooden fence. So they got kind of a tricky approach shot into this green, especially with that downhill slope. See if Eric can get him a little bit closer. Textbook.
That should be good. Yeah.
All right, these guys can't really win it here, but they can certainly put them within one. Oh! Great effort, Matt. His putt was certainly on today.
Little branch,
Yeah.
man.
Nick here to finish up for par. 15-footer going downhill.
That's the way we do.
Good finish.
Nice finish.
Yep. Aaron to do the same for par
And
for
that's a
his
wrap.
team. All right, final score update. Hayton Nelson at -8, Solon Brown at -6 out here at Independence Lake County Park. This is the first doubles round of many to come. If you got to the end of this video, you guys, I greatly appreciate the support. All we're going to do is get better and better. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon so you can be updated on future videos, and I'll see y'all on the next one.